when you're teaching about emotions, it's also good to teach children about other skills, because it integrates what they're doing. They don't have to like focus on just one thing. They learn so many things when it's combined. And then I would say, let's count the ants. And then I would count all these ants. And there's so many. This is the neat thing about Usborne, is that this is a book that children all the way to 6 and 7 years old wouldn't mind reading, because then you can say, do you think that you're a good counter? Do you think you could tell me how many blades of grass there are? You know, and then I would say, don't count the flower stems, you know. And then I could say, whatever this number is, how about you show me how many ants are, and the one that's the highest, if there's more ants than the grass, then take away the grass to say this many were left without a blade of grass. And this way that it turns into a challenge for them, you know. And the neat thing about Usborne is that they have so many items in their pages that you can do that with so many of their books. So you don't have to worry about the age level. You can take a book and show a child that's older a new way to see the book. Because some kids say, oh, that's a baby book because, you know, it has all these sensory things. And I say, oh, really? Okay, I got a challenge for you. How many dots are in this slide that the penguin made? You know? And can you read this word? Because that's not a word we usually read. You have to know phonics for this. You know, the sounds that your letters make, you know. And then I would say, what makes that sound? You know, because usually around 2nd grade is when they start to learn how to sound out this kind of words. Or maybe some children do it older, some children do 3rd and 4th grade. So it doesn't matter. The most important thing when you're teaching your child is not to look at what other children are doing, but to meet your child on the level that they are and to accept them the way they are, to let learning be safe and fun for them. You know, you could say, how many fish are there? And how many, can you group them in colors? How many of this color? How many of that color? You know, and it's cute because this little penguin over here is a different type than that penguin. And then the seal over here has a soft belly. And, you know, the neat thing about this seal is, you know, it's a seal. It's not a another kind of animal because, you know, it says arf, arf, you know. It barks. And the belly on this one is just shiny. You would think it was a texture, or at least I did, and it's not. This one's a texture. So that is what I would do with this book. I think that it's an awesome book, well worth the money, the investment. You know, we invest in our kids when we educate them with good tools. It's a toucan. That's what kind of bird this is. Okay, well, on to the next video. I'll see you there. Bye. Now, this is a video for boys. If you have older boys, I love this book, 100 Paper Planes to Fold and Fly. Now, with boys, you know, they like hands-on. And what I would do with this book is I would look at the directions. And depending on the age of the child, I would challenge them to follow the directions. Following directions is a skill. And it doesn't come easily to everybody. So I would make sure that I would show the child how to do it. Now, the neat thing, I know that other people have done reviews on these books, and this is my review. And I wanted to tell you that in the corner, it shows you which type of plane to fold each. Well, where in the corner? Hold on. Oh, look at that. It's a rocket. So let me read this again. Oh, there it is. See the sign? And so this one must have one somewhere. So if there's, yep, there it is. It tells you, the dart tells you how to fold this plane. And I love that both sides are printed. So when you're folding a plane, it's not going to be one side only. The underside is printed as well. And that makes for a beautiful plane. And the paper that this is on, it feels thicker than printer paper, but it's pliable. You see how it folds? It's really flexible. So it's made out of a special paper, I think, that's going to really take off and zoom. So how would you teach empathy with a paper plane? Very simple. You have games. You have challenges. Okay, let's set a finish line. And let's get together and see if we can throw our plane to the finish line, how long it could take us. And then you would notice who made it and who didn't. And then you can say, hey, you made your plane fly that good. Can you show your brother or your friend, whoever it is, so-and-so, how you did it so they can learn how to fly like that? That would really be so nice of you. You know, you give children an opportunity to serve. And if they say, no, I don't want to do it, and then I can say, oh, okay, I see you're really, really busy with it. Come here. The person who's not doing it so well, said, maybe we can watch him and figure out what he's doing, because he's really busy and enjoying what he's doing. But that doesn't mean that we can't learn from him without him showing us. So then it increases the child's ability to want to observe and to not feel like someone was being mean to them because they said no, which I think is so vital in today's world. One of the reasons why I chose to do this workshop on empathy was because my son said to me when we were talking about ISIS and the bombing of France, because we have friends that live over there, he said to me, Mom, it's really stupid how that happened. Because you got to think that those people who did that, they had moms at one time. And I thought, yeah, they did, But I don't think that these people know about empathy, because you can't do something so horrific if you're taught empathy. You want everybody to be happy. You don't want to cause sorrow. And that made a big impact on the way I was able to raise my sons, because it let me know that we didn't have a lot, but we made everything with what we had. We made it work. And I learned so many life skills so that now, I'm a lot better off now with my second group of children than I was with my first. But I would never in 100 million years deny them of the learning lessons that I learned from not having with my first group. So we don't go out and we don't buy a bunch of toys. I will invest in educational books, as you see with Usborne, but I don't go out and buy a lot of stuff. In fact, most of the books that I have in my house are from used stores, and I want them to use what is available that people don't want anymore, because I don't want landfills being filled up with stuff that people just bought and they tossed out. I really want to do my part in saving the planet. Now, I wanted to mention this one thing about Usborne. Now, I have this book that I showed you earlier, and it's out of print. It's out of stock. A lot of times, Usborne will get books in, and if you don't jump on what you see, you will not get the opportunity to get it. And that's really, really sad, because these are quality books, and each book is different. I just love the quality, I love the investment, and I love the lessons that I can teach my children with them. So I'm going to go on to the next video and show you another book. Okay, take care. Bye. Here's a wonderful book that I love. This one's called That's Not My Puppy. And now I know other people have shown this book over and over again, but let me show you what you can do with this book. That's not my puppy. So then you open it up and it says, that's not my puppy. Its tail is too fluffy. And then I would say, does the puppy look sad that it's not my puppy? And, child would say, oh no, it doesn't look like it want to be your puppy. And so then I could say, okay, I don't want you. You don't want me. No problem. That's not my puppy's. His paws are too bumpy. And I said, oh, what a cute puppy. Is that your puppy? Because that's not my puppy. You know, so look at the little mouse. He's kissing his ear. Mwah. Oh, that must be the mouse's puppy. It's just a friendly puppy. Hello, puppy. You know, I want to show you. I went back to this page because the mouse is on every page. And the mouse is looking at that little, it looks like it's a little bit, what's a nice word for that? Well, the only word I could think of is, you know, a little huffy there, you know. So, okay, back to the next page. Then I would say, that's not my puppy. Its collar is too shiny. And I say, oh, what kind of collar would you like to put on your puppy? Because that's someone else's puppy. They put a collar. A collar means that it belongs to somebody. And then I would say, oh, let's count the butterflies. 1, 2. You know, these are all little things that you can do with little children that teach them how to look at things and to make them more than just reading words, you know. And it's nice when you say, that's not my puppy, you know. And singing words does a great deal of helping your child remember the story. And sometimes I've found where I've sung to my children a book, and during the day I will catch them playing with other toys, and they will be singing the book to their toys, and I think that that's just precious. And then I can say, that's not my puppy's. Its ears are too shaggy. And I say, I love this puppy anyway, and the puppy looks so nice. But that's how I know there's different things about my puppy that this puppy doesn't have, you know. And this puppy doesn't have other ears like my puppy does. Let's find my puppy. And then I would turn the page, and I would say, that's my puppy. His nose is so squishy. And this is really awesome. Look at this nose. This is a really soft nose, and it actually feels like a dog's nose. I've had dogs that I love to like feel their noses, so I know. A little bit weird there. But this is a really special book. It's really sweet, and yes, it is for a younger age, you know. But I want to make I want to do puppies with my kids for in their stockings for my little baby, and I'm going to put this in his stocking with a little puppy in a bag. I think that that would be really cute. And it's a really nice book. I love this book. So that's my idea. And I keep forgetting to ask for people to thumbs up my videos and to subscribe. But, I'm like everybody else. I'm trying to get this flowing and would love to have viewers that I could point in the right direction on how to get their books. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Okay, take care. Bye.